Okay.
Wait, does she look around at all?
Yes.
This is a relatively large bed. And there is someone sleeping in the bed and someone sleeping on the floor. Two of the dwarven guys from last night.
God damn it, Marcus. Not to say
The dice
Avina wouldn't.
demanded it to be so. Does Avina want a moment to think about what she's waking up to?
Nah. Pretty sure she's gonna pack up and head off. The experiment was a success with unintended side effects.
You mean being high and drunk and having a threesome with two dwarves?
Yeah, pretty much.
All
I have
right.
to make notes of that, send it to the dealer. Science be damned if random effects don't happen. She's gonna count that into the side effects, so.
Seeing that you blacked out, I don't believe you'd have any recollection of that, right?
No, Avina does not remember.
No, Venus doesn't remember shit.
Yeah, she don't remember which holes got penetrated. And yes, I'm using that wording.
We are a Christian stream, Marcus.
Yeah, okay.
No, we're not. What? No.
Please think of the innocent children who watch my stream.
Tate, if this was a Christian stream, then I'm pretty sure I'm the devil. Just saying.
To be fair, Octominus is a tiefling.
There are innocent ears listening in, like Linky.
That's true. Octominus is a tiefling, and Octominus, the white-haired man, Metweo, Gnome, and many others are, in a sense, all relative aspects of my personality.
I have my stream marked mature for a reason, Tate.
I removed that mature mark as of 5 minutes ago.
Oh, well, that sucks for you.
Yep. Cause
And channel has been taken down, now.
and banned.
Alright, Avina, after packing your shit up, those guys are just completely out. You, grab your stuff, you head out, you walk down the streets, knowing where you're at. You feel oddly invigorated, and eventually get back to your guild hall, and you enter in. Just as those two come downstairs. Huh?
I did want to possibly stop by the dealer dude.
You would be too hungover to care, Tate.
And weapon shop, too. I need to stop by both of those.
Tate, you're hungry and hungover. You probably want food.
Would care less.
Really, the only
you
reason
care about
I'm not forcing you to do any rolls right now with, like, the light is because of the sunglasses.
Thank you, by the way, for that. That's why I'm wearing them on Facecam right now. Abby never takes them off.
After getting some food at where your party members are, Tate, you will be able to head out and do your shop.
Okay. I'm gonna go do that then, head to the guild house.
Right. So you enter in just the same time as Zephyr and Arim come downstairs. Or almost the same time.
I'll hand Avina some food because she looks like she's had a rough night.
She is gonna momentarily look up at Calb is there, right? Arim.
Yeah? Question mark? What?
She's gonna look up and look over at Arim and say, so, dwarves are fun. I just don't remember much of last night. And then go back to eating.
In response.
So anyway, seeing that everyone is here, I counted the gold, and it seems to be roughly around $2,000 that we got for the book that we gave Armendus. Is there anything in particular that any of you would like to spend it on? Ray mentioned that we need a forge, and that it would cost 2,000 gold. If we're all in agreement to that, I would not object to being spent on that. But if y'all have anything that y'all would like to spend your shares on instead, we can do that as well.
Besides that forge, there is one other thing that we may need to spend some gold on, though I may be able to cover it myself. That is the result of the mushroom plant thing that we had.
Yes. Most definitely. So is there anything in particular that you guys had in mind to spend your share on?
I mean, at some point I might want to get a basic alchemy station up, but other than that, I'm good for a while.
Forge Perthros, I'm pretty sure we could build our own.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's the reason I'm seeing the sense that forge makes sense to have.
Tucson keeps messing around with wood in our storage. He might be able to build it for us, too.
What was that? What do you need me to build?
That shoots me with a net again. Okay.
I made a box.
I'm just gonna look at Arim and say, I think you're rubbing off on him too much.
Maybe just a hair. Avina, Parthros, anything that you want to spend your share of the 2,000 gold on? If not, we're going to spend it on the forge.
Possibly some more of that fox snip stuff. I really don't remember last night.
Well, alright, well.
You were drinking again, weren't you?
Well, I woke up and there were two dwarves in bed.
Oh, didn't need to know that part. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't.
I didn't need to know that part either, but I woke up to it.
Because you... fucking... You know what? Whatever. Just...
Hopefully
Maybe that's a
we'll
sign that you don't need the fox snip.
Yeah, possibly.
Hopefully next time we're in combat, your movement isn't impaired.
I feel good though.
Did I already ask you, Tucson? I forgot if I asked you or not about your share of the gold. If not, then Tucson, anything that you want to spend your share on?
I'd put my share towards the forge.
Very well then. And you did say Brothers one way or another.
It doesn't matter to me.
Arcane. Alright, so Avena, you okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. So Avena wants to spend her share, so let me do some math here.
I've got gold enough for myself. You can keep the share for that.
Alright, thank you for not making me have to do math. Alright, I guess I'll go with you, Arim, to go get this forge.
We're not going to get the forge, we're going to sign a contract.
We'll go pay for the forge. I'm a little tired.
Get it commissioned.
RL. Yeah. So I'll go with you. I'll go with you to pay for the forge. So so after get done eating and guessing that me and Arum will go to that place and then afterwards check the guild for any quest. Or we can check for quests as we go out and then go to the forge place.
I'll tag along as well.
I'm gonna go do my thing with the rod.
Yeah, it'll probably
Okay.
be a joke.
Well, he heard that Avina had a threesome, so he needs to go do stuff with his rod. So who's all going to the contract? Just Arim and Samael?
No.
No as well.
Oh, and Tucson? Alright. What about Avina and Zephyr? I know Avina wanted to go out shopping. What about Zephyr?
I'm gonna try and read through some more of the book.
The personal book?
Yep.
I've deemed it that this is basically Zephyr's reading couch, where he reads his book.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we don't use it, so
Yeah.
one that's on it.
It probably has, considering he's made of stone and wood and shit, it probably has an imprint by this point.
Got here. Who knows how long it's been here before? So, yeah.
True. Anyway,
Or look for coins in the cushions.
guys, I found a copper piece. Wow. Avina.
Guys, I found this weird plastic thing
Yeah.
with buttons on it.
The buttons change the frequency at which you function.
What exactly is Avina looking for?
Weapon shop, and then gonna stop by a dealer.
Roll me a search for a weapon shop. Never mind, you take 10, fuck it. You find one. You enter
Yeah.
in. What exactly are you looking for?
I'm looking for a giant wooden hammer. Fighting a beastie such as a cockatrice, I realize I don't have any wooden weapons to deal with any things like a rust monster or shit like that.
So you're looking for something that is both bashing and non-metallic?
Yep.
Club?
Yeah, wooden club.
No, giant wooden maul.
You walk up to the weaponsmith and you tell him you're looking for a giant wooden maul, and he gives you a strange look and goes, "You mean like a big branch? Just a club?
Club?
Perhaps a great club?"
Yeah, kind of.
No. You wanted a hammer, you said, so
Yes.
that's a notate.
Kind of, but more hammer-like.
So you want me to make you a war hammer, but completely out of wood?
Yes. Possibly with some metal, just kind of reinforcing little areas of it. Mainly areas that maybe hitting a beast that rusts metal wouldn't be able to get to so easily.
So basically you want like a metal handle and a wooden head.
Essentially, yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
Let me look this up, because
Yeah, that's
I
what I was
mean,
looking. I'm assuming you're wanting bludgeoning.
Picking a fucking weird weapon.
Yeah, I mean, why would a fox choose a maul? It's favored by dwarves.
Dwarves would not pick a wooden maul. Okay.
Maybe a stone one.
Specifically, but...
Well, I can try to make you a wooden war hammer or maul. It's gonna be heavy. He's giving you a look up and down as he says that. Unless I order in some dark wood from one of my traders that knows of a spot he can get it. Which will make it lighter.
But it'll cost more, I take it.
Yeah. It's
How
gonna
much
cost more. It's an exotic wood. Also, do keep in mind it is wood, so it has the chance of breaking. And if I put metal fittings on it, that will help it a little bit. But then if you come across, say, a rust monster, like what was in the tournament this year, that metal's gonna go away, and then you're back to the issue of you're hitting a big monster with a piece of wood on a hard carapace. The hammer might still break.
Well, I bet if
It
I can
might
find
not,
an
but I can't.
enchantment, I can still go with the wood.
You could go with like a crystal type,
A what?
like deep crystal.
Yeah, that would cost a lot, though.
Yeah, I'm just giving you other options.
Yeah. I'll stick with the wooden hammer. How much would the imported wood cost?
Do you want a warhammer or a maul? One is 2d6, the other is 1d10.
I'll take the, probably the 2d6 one.
Or I'm sorry, not 2d6, it's 1d8.
I'll take the 1d10 one.
Give me a minute to look it up, but that's probably not a 1d10 either.
It is 1d10, it's a two-handed.
That's a two-handed one.
Maul?
Okay, so it's
Maul.
1d8 and 1d10?
Yeah.
It's a little unorthodox, but the inner Ravina in me tells me that's what she wants.
Well, based on different woods, to be honest, this is going to cost you anywhere from probably 200 to 1,000 gold. It's really going to depend on my seller, on how much I can get any kind of exotic woods off of him. Right now he's out. He should be coming back here in about 2-3 days, I do believe. He said that he had heard tales of a few other materials that he might be able to acquire.
Alright. Well, I'll keep in touch. Until then, just in case, I will buy at least a club. No, I'll buy a quarterstaff. You know what? I'll go with that. I don't want to run, because we ran across something other than the rust monster. It kind of had me scared for my weapons.
What
And
size
quarterstaff is pretty simple.
What size tape?
Is.
I don't know,
There's
quarter.
different sizes of quarterstaff. There's like fine. to
Based
nice
on
and
creature
medium.
size,
Um,
boys.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, technically you can get large, small, or so forth, but then you're going to have difficulties due to wielding weapons that are not made for your size.
I wish you use a
okay.
colossal quarterstaff.
Can I get 2 small quarterstaves, connect them with a chain?
We cannot make a nunchuck.
I want to make nunchucks.
Sure. They break.
Damn it.
You weren't very good at making them. I'm sorry.
Cal, I need you to make something for me.
Forge, okay?
Because we know, I'll totally use nunchucks as a goddamn sorcerer.
He walks over to the quarterstaffs and goes, "Okay. This is one of my more refined quarterstaffs. As you can see, it's not some stick off the ground. All in all, for the time, 5 silver."
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. I hand him 10 silver, because that's even. It's double. And I figure since he's going to be helping me out with the weapon, might be good to tip.
Trying to give him an
Well,
incentive.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you have a quarterstaff.
Woo!
So then you head on off to your medical goop guy.
Yep. If you wanted, you could switch over to somebody else while I write down the quarterstaff stuff.
Alright, we'll swap over to Areem's shopping party. So the 3 of you head on over to good old Honest Bob. You enter in, and there he is behind the counter with a small little stack of papers. Obviously expecting you.
Little stack.
Tiny.
A little.
Exactly, it's a small little tiny sack.
Did you say stack or sack?
Why not both?
Exactly, why not both?
Hey, Cal.
So anyway, the small, tiny, little, diminutive stack of papers. Anyway, the small stack of papers are sitting there, and he looks up and sees you guys. Obviously, he must have just gotten them out. Maybe he forgot you were coming and was like, oh shit, that's right, and ran and got them and came back. Either way, he looks up and sees you and goes, ah, Arim and friends. Good to see you're here. Now we can get down to brass.
Yes, my friend Arim here was telling me that he's looking to purchase a forge from you.
Yep. So, I'm gonna need you to fill out some paperwork here, mostly telling me the materials you would like to have used, the quality you would like it to be made, the add-ons you would like to have added, and ultimately, after you fill all of that out, and address and so forth, after all of that has been filled out for my information, I'll just need you to do a couple of signatures and initials for the purpose of, well, quite frankly, covering myself for the legalities here in the city, should anything happen.
Very well then.
Like what could happen?
Oh, say the building burns down, or the flip side of it, I'm installing the forge, and while doing the roof part of it, I fall off the roof. Or one of my men falls off the roof. It's nothing that ever actually comes up, but it's for the legality side of it, because the city guards and the city owner, Mr. Octomenos, and the other benefactor in charge of the Colosseum, they kind of demand that the stuff gets filled out, keeps some sort of law and order inside of the city.
In order, have a special victims unit.
It does not. I don't even know what that means. I know what that means.
I'll look over the papers and then I'll hand them to Calb to write down the specifications that he wants for the forge.
And the 2,000 gold package.
Just the basic set, but made nicely, so it doesn't have any kind of gold trim or embellishment or engravings on it, nor does it have any kind of ergonomic fucking chairs or hammers or anything like that. But it is one that is, at its core, going to be able to be used for any project that you want, just without any bonuses or negatives added along with it.
Come with tools.
It does come with tools. It's essentially the whole kit that you're going to need to run your own forgery slash smithery.
Is there any room for bartering, or is it fairly set? Huh? That's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
in that 2,000 gold package you were talking about yesterday, but I do have my own set of tools for the forge that I brought with me from Dwarven City. Name was here.
Well, in that case, we will need the tools. Is there any room for negotiations of the 2,000 gold there, Bob? You want me to do a diplomacy check?
Well, before you do anything, when you ask him that, he goes, to be honest, the tools are just complimentary with that package. It's not really part of the price. Technically, they're free. If you don't want them, I guess you don't have to take them, but I don't know how long you've been in the whole making metalwork business here, but you want extra tools.
That seems reasonable. 2,000 gold is still a lot of money. Is there any wiggle room on that price?
I don't know. See, honestly, what I'm doing is converting my business from being a blacksmith to being an individual that sells blacksmith items.
Would you possibly be interested in joining our guild as a bargaining tool? I'll
So
hand them a flyer.
You want me to be a part of your guild for me to give you a discount?
Well, I feel that's fairly reasonable, and plus you'll be able to advertise through us. We have some other businesses that have joined with us, and they're taking the benefit of being part of the guild.
Roll me diplomacy.
Okay. And doesn't matter. It's worth a try. I got a 9. I figured it didn't hurt to try. Leave it to now to go low number on diplomacy for once.
What did you get on it?
I just count ranks, right? I don't count the ability modifier, correct?
No, you count it all.
Oh, then 14.
Well, listen. I know that you guys have already recruited, Tim's high quality contracting, but I've been trying to convince Lethrin to go into business with Tim. So, not just me, but I'll give you a discount if you let me and my across the street partner, Garnett, to both join the guild. So this way, Lethrin and Tim can begin to work together.
The more the merrier, I feel. What do you guys think?
It's gonna end up being a crazy love triangle.
Never mind.
Arid? Jason, what do you guys think? Sounds fair to me.
I will also agree.
Exactly, do you want Tim and Lethrin to work together?
Well, look at it this way. If Tim gets 5 out of 10 people, and Lethrin's getting 5 out of 10 people, me and Lethrin are only able to take the profits of 5 out of the 10 people. But if those two become one business, technically, then the 3 of us together are now running one business that gets the profit from all 10 people. DM to player-wise, he's basically saying so that he can more or less be more of a monopoly in the contracting area and the metalworking and so forth area. In short, they want to be the bigger or biggest company for building buildings and attachments in this area.
Which would be us, seeing that they're part of us. So.
Yeah.
Welcome to Comcast Smithereens.
Yeah. Basically, we're helping them monopolize with our name.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem with it.
I see nothing wrong with it. I don't feel like I would anyway. Because it's a business.
Let's see if Lethrin actually even wants to join.
Well, seeing that he's across the street, I could go ask him real quickly.
Marcus, at all?
No. I mean, honestly, just to kind of move it forward, Lethrin's gonna say yes. There's really no convincing that needs to be done.
Okay.
Marcus?
He's just... I know, but there's only so many ways I can say yes and avoid the awkward conversation of, hey, Honest Bob said you want to do this. Yes or no? Yes. And then that's it. That's the gist of it.
And making me roll a diplomacy check of
You don't-
where I get plus 10.
You don't even need to roll a diplomacy. Unless you intended to somehow sabotage their business, in which case...
No. I want their business, but I want it cheaper because they're with us.
Right. So, in that case...
I mean, we're not rolling in gold here.
Nope. So in that case, when you go there, you inform him, he tells you that sounds good to him, as long as it's a partnership and it's not he's working under Tim,
Well,
which you guys would be, technically, they'd be working all under you guys. But yeah, he agrees.
Okay. Well, I guess I need to go to Tim and make sure that's okay with him, I guess.
Alright. Once again, you go to Tim and you inform him, and he goes, well, I already work for you guys, so if you're going to tell me that I'm going to be partnered with Lethrin as partners and not he being my boss, then I guess I have no problem with it. You guys are trying to do what's best, after all.
Indeed.
So
And
then you rush
and I'm
back
back.
to Honest Bob's, and that whole time you guys are just standing in there. Do you talk to Honest Bob at all, or not
Day,
really?
man.
How's the kids? How's the wife?
Oh, pretty good. Had myself some eggs, toast.
What we're having?
Yeah, it's decent. Yeah, it is decent. You know, should be a good day to try and get started on at least measuring out and preparing the wall at your guys' place. Maybe even move my shop and Lutheran and Tim's shops all to those buildings near your building and take over that whole area. Keep this building as an off shop.
Anyway, so I'll get back and say, well, seems to everything be in accordance. We'll add this into the contract here that y'all three will be working under us as part of the guild, as a team, that we will be the ones in charge, and seeing that everyone is in agreement with that, shall we move forward? So what's the price that you can give us, saying that we orchestrated this?
Roll, I want all three of you, Demois, Noah, and Kelb, roll me a will save, or fort save or something. As he stares you down, he's just having more or less a staring contest with you, so I guess a will save on this.
Fort save.
Wouldn't it be a fort save?
No, they're not resisting anything. He's just testing their patience. What'd you get, Kelb? Noah?
I don't know, the die looks kind of cocked, but it's what you said will save, right?
Yeah, well that is cocked. It's on a line.
Nine.
And Demois.
17.
He stares at you guys for a while. Eventually, Tucson's the first to kind of get antsy and move a little bit and blink. He just kind of smiles to himself and he goes, all right. How about for 1,500? I'll drop 500 gold off the price.
What do you think, Jason? Seeing I don't know much about forgeries and stuff like that, I'm just more of a negotiator than anything. If it's Arid, if that seems fair to you, 1,500.
2,000.
Yeah, okay. You got yourself a deal. I'll sign my name, hand it to Arid.
The paperwork, Marcus.
Sign and initial all the rest of it.
Now I need to.
All right. With a signer and a co-signer and all the information filled out, he picks them up, taps the bottom on the table and goes, "All right, gentlemen, it looks like we're in business. I will get started right away." So, are the three of you then gonna go all together to see about the poison?
Yeah, might as well.
Yes.
All right. Before you go do the poison, then, Tate, you
Yes.
get to your medical goop shop.
Okay, my dealer.
Yep, and Tate, this is the end of your involvement tonight, so you're aware.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm going to do the rounds with everyone, and this will be the end of the night since we're at 3:15. All right, Tate, you walk into your medical goop shop. The guy is behind the counter. It looks like he has some sort of bowl, and he's crushing something up inside of it.
Hey! Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. I've got some news to report to you. Well, some findings about both of the goops.
Go on. They work miraculously, right?
A little too well. I've had some side effects. I think the red stuff that you got me is an aphrodisiac for dwarves. And the blue stuff, well, let's just say a night of drinking and the blue goo kind of put me under enough to end up in bed with two dwarves, so an aphrodisiac for me.
Well, an aphrodisiac on the blue doesn't, or on the red doesn't sound quite right. But the blue, I mean, potentially. As far as your night went, though, it doesn't sound that bad to me. So you're here to buy more then, yeah?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely here to buy more of the blue goop. That really helped me forget the night, and I feel really good today. I'm more top of the game, you could say. Less stressed out.
Fantastic. Well, I have enough to make you 2 more batches, but then I'm going to need you to go out and find me more materials.
Oh, I definitely will. I am a hunter, per se, and hunting plants might be a little bit different, but I bet I can do it.
He hands you a small note. It has a list of different plants on it. I figured out this is what was inside of that bag. Here's what I need you to get. There was 2 or 3 plants in there that I don't know, and I have no idea what they are.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to ask around. Or probably check myself. Should I roll, knowledge, nature?
You don't have anything to examine to know.
The name of the plants, or...
Yeah, you have nothing to examine to figure out what the plant is. That would be a knowledge, nature, every plant in existence.
True. Means I'm gonna have to find a herbalist.
That means you're gonna have to find someone that knows what was in the bag.
True.
Cough, 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 wink, wink.
I still have the bag. Some of the bag type.
Yeah.
No, you gave the whole bag to the guy
did I?
to put into the stuff.
Oh, I didn't remember if I gave him the whole bag or not. Sorry about that.
That would mean probably the guy that slipped it into the pocket. Potentially. Maybe he knows nothing, but maybe he does.
Wait, that's the, doctor guy.
No. It would be druggy guy inside of the questionable district, and he somehow acquired it from, or maybe not, acquired it from the demon lady, the succubus.
Yeah.
Either he got it from her and she told him to slip it in his pocket, or she did it while he slipped that stuff into his pocket and she slipped the note in the pocket. Hard to tell. Either way, though, in the end, he might be the one to know what was in that bag. Do you have the price of the goops written down?
I do not.
How much gold do you have on you?
How much did I spend when I bought all that stuff before?
You mean the
It never saved.
rod? What are you talking about?
All the kit, like the healer's kit, the thunderstone, stuff like that.
You're gonna have to tell me what you wrote, and we'll have to look at it later then.
I don't have that.
I think it was 57 for the nip one or something like that. Something around that.
The glowing blue is 10 gold.
Yeah, 10. Oh, 10 gold. So then the.
As
I just
far
realized.
as how much you spent on stuff, I don't know, because I don't have written down every item you bought.
How much is the red?
The red is 5.
Green.
2. And the green is just a normal medical goop for helping with heals. The 5 is medical goop that actually helps with heals, but is addictive and gives you a very, very, very short burst of 1 strength. And the blue gives you a short burst of 1 strength, or 2 strength, so a 1 to your modifier. Is very addictive and is a psychedelic / aphrodisiac for animal kin. Depending on how you use it.
There we go.
But he says he has 2 more batches of the blue stuff left over since you had bought it last time.
Alright, well, I'll buy 2 of the blue.
Alright. So he grabs 2 vials of the blue goop, puts them down, and you give him
And-
the 20 gold?
Yep. And I may have you some other customers, too. If they come by and ask me. They seem to like the red goop.
They're not guards, right?
Oh, no, they're miners. Not minors.
I was gonna say, he
miners.
raises an eyebrow.
Like, they're from the Dwarven district, they're miners.
Oh! They're minors, not minors. Gotcha.
I use it as a muscle relaxant. It seems to work for them, but it's an aphrodisiac to dwarves, apparently.
Well, again, there was nothing in it to be an aphrodisiac, but a muscle relaxer, I might be able to sell it as that. Alright, hey, I'm thinking out loud. Thank you, Avina. You are one of my greatest customers.
Well, I figure if I'm going to be using a lot of this stuff, I got to do some trials and errors and end up with some unintended wake up in the morning in bed side effects. With some characters you wouldn't normally end up in bed with. It could have been also the drinking, but I'm pretty sure it was the goop and the drinking.
Are you just kind of droning off and then eventually heading out?
Yeah. We should come up with better names than goop, by the way. It's not a good selling point.
I'll throw some stuff at the wall and see what sticks.
Alrighty, if you need help with that. Also, my guild and I might ask you. I'll shoot it across with them to see if we can get you to maybe work with us so we can help provide you supplies and other such things. I'm not sure if you'd move in with us. We live right next to the guard place.
Ooh, probably not move in with you.
Oh,
But
no, we may
alright.
have some other areas opening up. I mean, there's a nice little foresty area.
Just so you know, they're staying in their places of business. They're just part of the go.
I know, that's what I'm
Well,
gonna
they
do.
might look into buying the buildings that are... Because you have 3 buildings connected to your building.
Yeah.
Our neighbors, because fuck them.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh,
Also
by the way,
because they're probably just town buildings. They're probably just where people live.
by the way, Marcus, I'm assuming that we're gonna take a percentage of the sales that they'll be making. Whatever that is, will be up to you.
Yep.
Yep. And I don't have any of the cards for the business, do I? Demois has those.
That's correct.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
I'm gonna have to make sure to pick some of those up. Anyway, thank you for dealing. I will be. Thank you for the deals. I mean, I'm gonna be heading out.
God damn it. Alright.
He's straight up a
I'm just
dealer.
thinking someone fucking in the back alley getting some like crystal meth, and he's like, thank you for the good deal, sir.
Oh, my
No,
God.
he's
Avina's
thanking
that
them for
fucking-
dealing. He's like, thank you for being here and dealing.
Avina's the individual that goes into the black market in a back alley and walks up to some shady person and goes, I will take 1 drug, please.
Whatever drug.
No,
that
I'm
would
not a
be.
cop.
Well, the funny thing is, as far as she's concerned, since she's lived with Foxkin and she's a ranger, messing with natural stuff is okay to her. It's all natural.
Right. Anyway. So Avina heads out of the shop, and that's where we'll let off with her for the day. The other shopping crew, you guys go to where the fungus poison making is, and the guy's behind the counter, and he sees you and goes, welcome back.
Did I go with them initially? I don't even remember.
I think the only that's
Okay.
actually been with
then-
me to here was Jared.
Okay.
Yeah, he's looking at a ring when he says it.
Okay. It's like, do I know this person?
So, good news. I was able to make a couple different types of items out of it. Depending on what you want is going to depend on, I guess, what I keep and what I charge you. So, I was able to make 5 bags of fungus powder and 5 vials of fungus poison. They do essentially the same thing. Make you weaker, and make you ill. But one, obviously, has a different use than the other, because one is liquid and one is powder. The mechanical side of it, for you to be aware of what it is it causes a Let me check again.
On Steam if you want, Marcus.
Oh, there's no link. It's me making it. It causes 1d4 con, 1d4 strength damage. Temp. So it damages both con and strength. And then they have, unlike some of the others, they have a lasting effect. How long does ability damage last?
Head, which may be incorrect. I wanted to say it lasts until you rest or something like that.
Isn't it 1 point of ability per rest, though?
Is at the rate of 1 point per day, or double that if the character gets complete bed rest. For each ability, unless noted otherwise by the condition dealing the damage. Restoration and restoration offset ability damage. Point a day. According to that wording.
Okay. But yeah, 1d4 strength, or 1d4 con followed by a 1d4 strength. The saving DC is Fortitude, and it is 17. And it's going to cost 100 gold per. So 1,000 gold if you want all of both. If you want both all of the powder and all of the liquid.
Jason, since you seem to be a bit more inclined to using stuff like this, would you want everything here that he's able to make from it?
I mean, it could come in handy.
Feeling about it. We have crafted quite a few Molotovs.
So you're gonna pay the 1,000 gold and get a bunch of ability modifier damage poison.
I'm getting all 10 of them. However, does anyone recall if this guy joined the guild from the last session or two? Or whatever the last?
I don't think he did.
Oh no, but I can, if not, I can use it as a bartering tool.
I thought he did. That's why I said you guys had multiple when you were like, I think it was only AJ. I thought you had more than just AJ.
We had AJ and, what's his name?
I thought you had more than 2. I thought you had 4 people. Technically 3 because Avina had offered to the goop guy now twice, initially once, but it was never made official with him.
I remember we did get this guy because it was at the same time that both Jared and Cal were there. We got the guy who gave Cal his bow. We got AJ. I don't remember anymore.
Right, I thought it was this guy, it was Tim, and it was AJ. And then just recently you guys had then acquired the other guy that makes weapons.
We just acquired.
I don't know if he ever
Bob.
had a
We
name.
just acquired Honest Bob and
Right, and now you just acquired Bob and Lethrin.
yeah, Bob and Lethrin.
Have you been writing this stuff down? I think... were you?
I was looking through some stuff to see if I could find the part where I had that.
Lamb, for when we get to your part, you want to just real quickly do any concentration checks you want to do, and then the rolls themselves?
Yeah, sure.
You already know what all the rolls are, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I have officially written down from the ones I gave out papers for, was bookstore AJ, blacksmith blank dwarf, because we didn't have his name. Yeah,
Keep in mind,
so
if you don't like the concentration check there,
that's
Lamb,
the stuff from the previous sessions for where I was there to actually hand out paperwork.
you can take an extra 30 minutes and add onto it.
Okay.
But it means your character's literally concentrating on a stick for 30 minutes. Which would require, you know...
Well, I don't think that concentration check is going to be meaningful.
Just write it down. Again,
I know. I have it all written down. It's just like, I don't think I can't go up to a 20 as we've discussed before, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get down to a 12 with this.
What are you talking about?
I rolled a 19 on the actual wand roll.
Oh, gotcha.
I do first concentration, first wand, second concentration check, second wand, etc., etc.
Right, you do concentration,
Yeah.
then roll, then concentration, then roll, then... Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, while you're doing that, back to these guys, what did we figure out?
The Jared said they wrote down that that AJ and the dwarf blacksmith had joined, and that's all he had wrote down. So
I'm pretty... That was after we were talking about who did join, though. Last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure this guy is in your guild at this point, technically. I mean,
did he get the actual
it's in the
paperwork to
guild, but-
officially join, is my question.
That I don't know. Probably not.
well, I can hand him the paperwork if need be.
The paperwork you guys didn't need. He just has to go in and get it. It's just if you, instead of giving it to, or instead of going in and getting it, she gave you copies to do it there and bring it in. It's kind of like a job application in the sense, you know, where they used to have it where it was paper, and you could either do it at home or not at home.
Alright.
Kind of dates myself that I'm talking about job applications that aren't online, but whatever.
Actually, I filled one out within the week that was in paper.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rare
thing.
enough, but it happens.
Almost everywhere I've ever looked anymore is now just do it online. They almost look at you like you're stupid for asking.
It's around me that still require paper applications.
Right, I mean, not everywhere, obviously. It just, a lot of places are starting to swap over to it.
Are we deciding that this guy is actually part of our guild and just needs the paperwork, or has gotten the paperwork, or not?
Being that if you did offer it to him, that was 6 to 7 days ago, he's by now probably gone into the guild hall, gotten the paperwork, and filled it out. So yeah, he's already in your guild.
Alright.
Unnamed for now. You can go ahead and give him whatever name seems suitable.
Okay.
What is he?
How about we name him Gilfried?
Godbert Gilfrey?
Sure. No.
I don't want the fucking bird from Aladdin.
Just Gilfried for now. Oh. I'll figure out a first name or last name or whatever later. Just to have them down. So yeah, just put down for whoever wants to keep track of it on their end, and I'll write this down later. But you got AJ, you got Gilfried, you got Tim, you got Bob, you got Lethrin. I don't know if we ever named the blacksmith.
We just don't know the hell the name was.
Yeah.
And I think that's everyone.
And soon to have Snoop.
Right.
Did you also
Goop
say Garnet?
guy, but
Goop
yeah,
Dog.
that's Lethrin. Lethrin Garnet.
He's part of the band Goo Goo Dolls.
Well, we could do like a... Give me a second here. We'll, Baron for the blacksmith. Let's go with Baron. Just to call my name.
I'm going to go through the old footage after session tonight.
Ah, okay. That works, too.
Baron really doesn't sound like a dwarf name.
Ah, okay, so dwarf, I just did like a random name generator for...
Don't
Anyway,
take those doors for granted.
So you guys pay the 1,000 gold for it?
I guess so, and we'll see if he's made any other sales during the week, seeing that you said it's been a week since he joined. Or is it like going to be like a monthly base? I don't know. Up to you.
I'll work that out later. Although it wouldn't be something where you go to the store and you get the money from them.
Okay.
If anything, it would be you guys create some sort of guild hoard treasury thing, and that's where they keep the gold.
Okay. I guess that'll work. Sorry.
This
I was
isn't a
just like, I
mafia
was thinking-
shakedown. You don't go in and go, hey, give us your protection.
No, I was more so thinking about collecting debt. but
Anyway, so you guys pay the 1,000 gold, you get your
I
poison,
don't know.
just
I don't know who's paying it because
probably just out of the guild fund. For 500 of it, the rest of it, however else.
I guess that's up to you guys on how it's
I
getting
can
paid.
cover the other 500, and so I'll probably be using the materials.
Okay, well, I'll take 500 out of the treasure, the book money then, I guess.
And that'll end up with you guys there, buying your materials and heading on your way. So we'll swap over to Jared. Zephyr is reading his book. And he gets back to the part where they are following the guy, and the guy is just really just being a dick. And since you had just read it recently, the headache comes much quicker as they approach in the book what appears to be, as far as the book describes it, a fortress, except tattered, broken down, and seemingly having seen combat, and may not have won. But it uses words like cannon, and bulk doors, and other words that, again, your character seems to think are slightly familiar, but the characters for this technological point for the society would not find familiar. You don't know what the word is, it just doesn't phase your character like it should. And again, he starts to get a headache where he can't quite read onward with what they're gonna catch the guy doing. Zephyr needs a little bit more of a cool down than just 8 hours.
Okay. Probably about, what time is it now?
Sun height or whatever. Noon to 1. It's not too late in the day. You guys would still have the chance to go out and do something with all the shopping being done. Or if Zephyr wants to go shop himself, he would have the chance next game. What does Zephyr decide to do?
He's going to wander some of the districts that he hasn't really visited as much, like maybe some of the areas in front of either the what is it, the rich area or the elven area.
So kind of the city lead, in a sense, people that kind of control stuff right beneath the actual benefactors. I mean,
Yeah.
in short, Octomenos, being the big guild dude, kind of controls a lot of what goes on in the city, even though he's not actually in charge of the city. That's the people that are actually in charge, but still. But okay, you're gonna go around those. So, that's where we'll pick up with you next game. So, to finish us off for the night, Lamb!
Dude.
Let's see what Perthros has done to this world.
So I
So,
finally got
your first roll.
79 on the strong table.
19 with a 19, a 79. You can affect that 1 point for every 5.
I do not plan to affect that. That's the only thing aside from 1 and 100 I do not yet have marked.
Alright. Where are you pointing it?
Away from the road?
No, specifically, what are you pointing at? A tree, a rabbit,
A cloud.
cloud.
What's around me? Like
Rabbit, a cloud.
a cloud.
That
There's
deer
some
that's
of those-
stalking you.
You're
Butterflies from yesterday.
You're out in the woods, so
The deer that's stalking you.
I guess tree.
A tree?
Yeah,
All
yes.
You point
The
it.
tree with the deer behind it.
Suddenly, bursting out of the wand is a kind of what looks like a ball of light almost that then takes form into a gnome. The gnome crouches down underneath the tree and Shuryokens the tree. Literally uppercuts the tree, doing what's called the Giga Gnome Break. The tree is punched from the point where the gnome's fist touches the wood and up, goes straight up into the air. Oh, roughly 10 to 15 feet. Outward about 10 to 15 feet. And then falls. So it super punches the tree.
Maybe we could go get the horse and bring back more wood.
What'd you get next?
So for the first roll, it's every 10 points of concentration.
Yeah, so you can't affect this one either, because the 12 is in the middle
Summon
area.
Free Will Monster 9.
And what's the last one?
The last one is... an 11 is mid-table?
No.
I'd be amazed if it was. Can switch it by 3, so it doesn't matter. Summon Dire Animal. God damn it.
2 creatures might fight each other.
Maybe, but...
It's the deer. Round 1. It's come back.
Okay. Dice roll. Let's see if Lamb dies.
There's like a 3 in 10 chance.
This is good or bad.
I think he's just trying to figure shit out right now.
Pull off Lamb, kind of figuring out.
Yeah, kinda.
Fuck.
What's an animal?
Pigs.
Deer.
Badger. Dire badger.
Deer.
No more fucking badgers.
Deer.
Cougar.
Dire bees?
Oh, sweet shit.
Dire bees.
I like bees. I like bees.
Wolverine. Weasel. Tiger. Lion. Boar. Rat. Shark. Ape. Badger. Bat. Bear.
Fox. Bat. Why can't bees be bats?
It would be ironic if he was killed by a dire fox. So, see that as a fox.
I'm voting it's a dire deer. The deer's
That's
come
later
back.
if I survive.
No.
Watch your enemy deer come back and kill both of them just to stare you down and walk away and say, no, he's mine.
I would not complain of that.
I got basilisk on a random animal list.
Dire
A dire
basilisk.
basilisk, holy fuck.
Today on How Fucked Is Lamb?
Spider.
I guess you could do like like list like 10 animals and do like a D10 of the number that be the animal would be.
You get the summon free-willed monster, and it casts out, and a large pillar of ice springs forth from the ground. And nothing happens, and you're confused. So you go, huh. So you use it again, and all of a sudden, off in the distance, you see a bat. You may think to yourself, well, that can't be that bad, until you realize that's not just a bat. That's a dire bat. That dire bat is large, meaning it has a wingspan of 15 feet. It weighs 200 pounds. These things are normally from deserts, so although neutral, it is still a monster of low intelligence, out of its habitat at the wrong time of day, summoned to you without it knowing why.
So,
But that's when the ice explodes, and from forth is an Elder Watcher Elemental. This is a huge elemental. That's where we'll end game.